Alright, I didn't upload for I think the past 2 days. Sorry about that. Kinda quiet. Kinda been a little quiet. I couldn't really think of ideas for videos. And, to be honest, kinda tired. So we're gonna go through Canadian teams from the Canadian teams I don't like, the Canadian teams I like. Alright, so it's gonna be pretty easy this time. I'm not saying any fucking USA teams unless they mess up, which I most likely will. But Canadian teams are easier because Canadian teams have rivalries, right? Rivalries and stuff like that, you know? So, I think we should knock off the simple ones. Your favorite Canadian team is? Vancouver. You could tell. Right behind me there. I wear number 14 because Burrows, even though he's traded to Ottawa, he originally played for Vancouver. I got a Burrows jersey right here. I got a Horvat jersey over there. Got my the news clip of my Make-A-Wish. I got a Horvat Pepsi can. I got a bunch of Canucks. I got 2 game pucks or practice pucks. I got a game puck from Vancouver versus Dallas. I got a Burrows stick, a Hasidian stick, and a Horvat stick. I have a Canucks hat up there, and the Sedians last game in Vancouver is the Coyotes. I didn't go to it. Someone gave it to me. Yeah, and then to lead to my second favorite team, I have one thing up here. It's a little scarf. It is Winnipeg. Yeah, Winnipeg is my second favorite team. I liked when they're at Atlanta. When they're at Atlanta, I didn't really like them because of how bad they were. I knew Atlanta wasn't good when I was a kid. And then when they moved to Winnipeg, I got really, really happy. And I'm like, alright, this is my new second favorite team. And then they were bad for the first few years, and I was like, oh, okay, they're still my favorite team, though. It's still a second favorite team. And then, boom, they jumped up to being, whoo! Yeah, Winnipeg is rocking it right now with all the rookies. But cap problems they're going to have, especially when they have cap problems right now. I have a Canucks GM mode where I'm having cap problems. Had to let go 3 guys. One was with the second overall pick. But who really cares? We won the cup the year after. Third favorite team, even though we may talk about these guys more than Winnipeg, it's Toronto. I know. Why is that so close? I actually don't know. I started watching Steve Dangle and to understand more of what Toronto is, and then I'd say Toronto is about 6, not 7. I think I do have a bottom 7, like legit. Who is 7th? And then they jumped up to like 5th when I started to watch his videos. Then it jumped up to 4th and I started getting into it a little bit. Then I'm really into it right now. And Toronto, they just got John Tavares. So that 4, that jumped from 4 to 3. Getting John Tavares might jump them up to 2, but no, definitely not. Winnipeg will not be topped. Vancouver will never be topped. This is where you get to the hard part, because you got Ottawa, Montreal, Calgary, Edmonton. Right, and it's 3 Canadian teams in the Pacific, 1 in the Central, 3 in the Atlantic, and none in the Metropolitan. If I miss a Canadian team, make sure to tell me. I think there's 7. There's 7. But, I'd have to go with Montreal. They're not. This is Canadian teams that from I don't like to I like. So, Vancouver, I love the Vancouver Canucks. I've been a fan since I was born. My parents have pictured me in the hospital when I was born, watching the Canucks, the Winnipeg Jets. Um, they've been all. I've always liked Winnipeg before they came into the league. Just thought Winnipeg Jets. It's a cool name when I was a kid. And then they came back, and I was like, yes, finally, I gotta see Winnipeg Jets. No Kovalchuk though. Toronto, Montreal. I wasn't around when Winnipeg moved to Phoenix. So. Toronto, Montreal. Toronto, it's because of the Steve Dangle video, so I kind of got into it. Montreal is just because, you know, this spot from 4 to about 6. It's kind of, maybe 4 to 7. It's kind of rough. Gotta pick the teams. This one. Ottawa. It's obvious. I'm not gonna pick the two teams that are in Vancouver's fucking division to be ahead of Ottawa. Ottawa would be down here, actually. Ottawa would be down there. Maybe down here. If I didn't like Toronto, Ottawa would definitely be down there. But since they got Burrows, I started watching them. Then they had that cup run. Well, not the cup run. They had a playoff run. And it was a magical run. And Burrows got injured. That's why they didn't win. And, yeah, that's jumped them up a little bit, right? And then they started doing bad. I still believe in Ottawa, but Toronto's that kind of team now. In that little area. That's jumped up. Alright. Number 6, it's obvious. It's the team that hasn't caused Vancouver enough pain. Edmonton. Because... Here, let me respell it. Or rewrite it. Okay, I'll talk about it after so you get better audio. Edmonton. Basically, I put them there just because when I was born, they didn't make anything. I think the first playoff run that I've seen them go on was not last the year before, 2017 playoffs, where they made it to that against Anaheim, then they lost. That was really sad. Because they're the only team I could cheer for, because Toronto got booted. I didn't really actually like Toronto then. But Edmonton got booted, then Ottawa was still there. So I was like, hey, Ottawa. I was cheering for Ottawa all the way, because they were like the only team there. I was like, Edmonton finally made the playoff. Might as well cheer for them. Underdog, you know? And then, of course... Calgary. I don't fucking see that. Sorry. He's just really bottom. Just like their team. Bottom feeder. Calgary. Okay, fine, I'll leave it. But you know who it is. Calgary. Basically, if the 2015 playoffs, I think, where they booted Vancouver in the first round, they booted us in the second round, and they booted us in the first round twice. Did not like Calgary after that. I still not like Calgary. To be honest, before Winnipeg was in the league, I didn't like any Canadian team other than Vancouver, and the rest were U.S. teams. But now that I've grown my mind, I like Vancouver, Winnipeg, and Toronto. Just a quick thing. Sorry if I look tired. I woke up like an hour ago, and when I wake up an hour ago, it takes me a little while to adjust. But Ottawa jumped up a little bit. Montreal is just kind of that weak spot where, see, there's the reason for me to hate Ottawa. There's a reason for me to like Toronto. There's not really a reason for me to hate Montreal or like them, because what have they done to Vancouver in like the past forever? Toronto, we've beat Toronto in the playoffs, and that's a good thing. We went out a cup run. Winnipeg, I don't really remember Winnipeg. I didn't really think they're a good team when they... No, I thought they were a good team. I thought they won at least like 5 cups when I was a kid. I was like, oh, they've won none. Ottawa, they haven't won a cup since like 67. They're not going to win one anytime soon. I already went over the next Canadian team to win a cup, but this Canadian team say from this number 7 is the Canadian team I hate the most to number 1, who's the Canadian team that I like the most. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I did this because it makes me understand what I like. Alright, I have to edit this video, so I just have to throw. Sorry, it cut off for some reason. Make sure. You probably missed where I was talking about. Alright, that's the worst team, the last team. Reasons to hate. I'm just going over it because I don't know what happened. I don't know what you missed. Alright, Calgary because Matthew Tkachuk and they beat Vancouver in the playoffs like 3 series in a row. Edmonton because they have Leon Draisaitl and they think he's good. Not saying he isn't, but it's not as good as they think. And plus, they dump money into players. Ottawa, they traded away Carlson and got nothing back. They traded away Hoffman and got ripped off in another trade, which they weren't even a part of. Montreal, I have no reason to hate Montreal. Toronto. Toronto, Steve Dangle, and I started watching the videos, and I started getting a love for Toronto. Winnipeg, I always loved Winnipeg since they came back. I even liked Winnipeg before they came back. And Vancouver, it's obvious, there's shit everywhere. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.